Good evening and happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Claude here, wishing everyone a happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year. 2026 is upon us, no more 2025. And this also marks the last week of the regular season in the NFL, starting Saturday. As you step in, make sure to hit that like button. Definitely helps push the algorithm. And I truly do appreciate it. Looking forward to the end of this season. And after I do my NFL picks, I will talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers and how this game against the Baltimore Ravens, and it looks like Lamar Jackson is going to play this week. And I'm going to be quite honest, I don't care if the Steelers win or not. I'm going to be honest. I'm to that point with this team. Hey, Mr. Carruthers, Happy New Year to you, and I appreciate that. And good luck with your Chicago Bears. They pretty much wrapped up the division. It'll be interesting to see how these monsters of this Monsters of the Midway version will do in the NFL playoffs, especially with the young man, Caleb Williams, who's played much better as the season's gone on. And if you want to bless me with a small donation, I would be more than appreciated. Not necessary, but definitely appreciated. Ring in the new year. But I'm going to start with the Saturday games first, and there's two of them. And they're very important, to be quite honest. The first one will go a long way in deciding the NFC South. And the Carolina Panthers will go into Tampa Bay to take on the Bucs. Well, of course, I mean, it's been a long time. You guys are still showing those Super Bowl shuffle highlights in Chicago. Because we know that the last time that the Chicago Bears went to the Super Bowl was against the Indianapolis Colts and Peyton Manning. And the most memorable thing about that game was the halftime show. And in my opinion, that's the greatest halftime show of all time. Well, Ice-T, Jack, I definitely agree with that. He does want a relationship with you, and we do have to choose him. And that road is not for the faint of heart. I'll just say that, but that will be another video and another time. But going back to the game, it's amazing. Tampa Bay had everything going its way, but the Panthers slowly but surely kept improving game by game, week by week. Bryce Young has outplayed Baker Mayfield in these games lately. I don't know. I mean, well, Baker Mayfield is showing you who he really is anyway, as far as I'm concerned. And he's been a decent quarterback. This has really not been on him. It's been more about the people around him, to be quite honest. So I'm not going to go too hard on Baker Mayfield. But by the way, I do like the Panthers. Hey. How are you, misunderstood? I'm going to go with the Panthers here in a slight upset, 27-24 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Might as well put them out of their misery. Next up, this will be a huge game for the NFC West. In fact, I believe the winner will not only be the NFC West champion, but they will be the number one seed when the Seattle Seahawks take on the San Francisco 49ers. I am not a Brock Purdy fan by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, he knows how the offense runs. He is good at running this system. But he's been surrounded by such talent. Now, the talent is not as great as it has been in past years. And I have to be fair, Brock Purdy is a lot better quarterback to me than Sam Darnold was. And Sam Darnold was the number one top 3 pick. But he did show me something against the Rams. Would I be shocked if Seattle won this football game? Absolutely not. But what I will say is that the Seattle team plays so much different when they're not surrounded by the 12th man. And San Francisco at Levi Stadium is a different animal. And the 49ers are playing their best football right now. That was a game against the Bears that they could have easily lost, and they did not. Nobody's talking about the 49ers and the Super Bowl. I think that's a huge mistake. I think San Francisco is peaking at the right time, and I would not be shocked if they are the NFC representatives in the Super Bowl. I love the 49ers. It's going to be a nip and tuck game. But I'm going 49ers 34, Seattle 31 in that. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts will turn to Riley Leonard at quarterback to take on the Texans. If there's any team that no one wants to face in the playoffs, it is the Houston Texans. CJ Stroud is playing well, but it's all about the Colts defense. The Texans defense. The Colts don't have one. Actually, Colts defense has faltered over the past month, where DeMeco Ryans has the Colts playing at its optimum level. The fact that they bench Phillip Rivers is all you need to know about this game. I mean, we know that Phillip Rivers was going to ride off into the sunset. I love the Texans here, 27-17 over the Indianapolis Colts. Next up is a game with no playoff implications at all, so I won't say I'll breeze through it. Because the Bengals, and if I'm the Bengals, I'm not playing Joe Burrow in this game. Why? You do not want to risk any further injury to this young man. And I can make the same case, and I understand that Shedeur Sanders, he needs reps, but does he really need to play the final game of the season when there's nothing left to play for? And I do believe that Myles Garrett is going to get the sack record. There's no question about that. Myles Garrett is magnificent, but you know what? Even he's not enough to make the Cleveland Browns relevant again. And Shedeur Sanders has done that. Now, they may have knocked the Steelers out of there after that performance. And I'll talk about the Steelers later on. How we got jobbed. That was a clear penalty, but you know what? We don't deserve to win anyway. Just when you think the Steelers are going to get it right, I'm just so done with this team. But I digress. I love the Bengals here, 34-24, even if it is Jake Browning, because again, I would not play Joe Burrow, and I would not be shocked if Zach Taylor walks the plank here. He might have his job saved only because Joe Burrow got hurt. But I'd fire him. I'm sick of him. He always starts out slow. They never live up to their potential, and their defense is weak. Next up, the New Orleans Saints go into Atlanta to take on the Falcons. These are a couple of teams in the NFC South that do not like each other. I would talk about, oh, well, they're playing out the string. Who cares? But no, these guys really hate each other. And speaking of which, Raheem Morris is going to be on the hot seat. The Falcons could have the same record as last year or a game worse with more talent. That's not going to ride, especially when the division is up for the taking as the NFC South is. It's not like there are any big name and big, great teams in there. Let's face it. Tampa Bay has regressed so badly. It is ridiculous. Now, I understand that it's Kirk Cousins at quarterback. And Kirk Cousins isn't any damn good. He stinks. But he's a veteran presence, and he should have given much more balance to this team. Michael Penix with that gruesome injury. Listen, this is why he fell in the draft the way that he did. And I believe they're going to have to look for a quarterback again, because I don't know if Penix is going to last 6 seasons. I just don't. Not with that reconstructed knee. And the Saints may have their quarterback in the future in Tyler Shook. He has played well ever since he became the starting quarterback. And I do love the Saints here. Saints 28, Falcons 23. That's who I'm choosing. You said, for the closing of the seasons before the playoffs, you're taking all of my losers? Yeah, you have at it. You can have at it. Speaking of losers, the Green Bay Packers, even though Malik Willis has played well, their defense is not. Ever since Michael Parsons got hurt, it seems like the Packers have just loaded up the bus and they're just ready to go home. And now they're going to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. Could you imagine if they had to play outside of Minnesota? You know, and I understand why Minnesota got a dome. I mean, I can't get mad at them for having a dome stadium, let me tell you. Those Minnesota winters, man, they talk about Chicago. Man, listen, I've never been to Chicago. Got family in Minnesota, man. You can keep that shit. It's cold, man. It's 24 degrees here where I'm at, and the wind chill is 10. That's a warm day in Minnesota right now. I don't want no parts of that. I do believe that this is a get-right game for them to give them some momentum going into the playoffs. Would I be shocked if the Packers lost this? Absolutely not, but I can't choose J.J. McCarthy. Jordan Love, I believe, will play. I believe he did pass concussion protocol. I'm not sure on that. But Malik Willis has actually played pretty well. Either way, I'm going with the Packers 31-24 over the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, we know that Chicago. Listen, we know how windy. It's called the windy city for a reason. Because those breezes off Lake Michigan, I know about that. Not saying that I've ever been there. I do have family, though, in Chicago. The Queen has family in Chicago. Next up, the Tennessee Titans go on the road to take on the Jaguars. Titans, of course, playing out the string. I'm just want to see how Cam Ward is going to play when their season's been done. Now Jacksonville has an outside shot of being the number 2. I don't see them being the number 1 seed. I wouldn't play Trevor Lawrence at all if I'm Jacksonville. Either way, I do believe the Jaguars are going to win. The Titans, they have a long way to go, but at least they have a quarterback in place, and we'll see how they perform next season. But as of right now, it's all about the Jaguars 24-20 over the Tennessee Titans. Next up, 2 teams that are definitely playing out this string. Wow. Yeah, see that unpredictable weather, Mr. Carruthers there. Temperature 46. Friday is going to be in the 60s. I don't think that we'll see the 60s in New York till about May, but I digress. And I knew we were going to have a cold winter ahead of us. I just knew it. Speaking of cold, man, that New York offense is cold. They're terrible. I mean, Dallas, I'm pretty sure, wants to end on a high note. Listen, this is all about Jerry Jones. He really screwed this team up. And let's face it, the Cowboys are wasting Dak's prime years here. But I digress. They'll be looking for a quarterback in a couple of years. They believe, and listen, Dak Prescott did play like an MVP candidate in the middle of the season, but he fell off too. And if the Cowboys want to sign George Pickens, good luck with that. He played like a dog for us. You give him the money that he wants. You go ahead, do that. Dallas is still a better team than the Giants. The Giants are in free fall mode. They want to get, well, right now they would get the number 3 pick. I believe they're hey. Listen, West Lincoln, I told you I knew what I was talking about. I told you about Justin Herbert in a big spot. He lays a lot of eggs, player. He's not that one. He looks the part. He doesn't always play the part. Uh-oh, there's my adversary. Fellas World, how are you? Always a pleasure to see you. Stick around while I talk about the Steelers, too, after these NFL picks, because, my goodness, I am just not... I don't care if the Steelers win or lose this game. I'm to that point. And I'll speak on that a little bit later. And Happy New Year's to you. Oh, one of my day ones. I'm so grateful. You think that was Dak's last start at Dallas quarterback? Would I be shocked at that? A little bit. Listen, Dak's not the problem for Dallas. He is not the problem at all. You said we're not counted out yet? Listen, I'm sick of this team. Every time we get our hopes up, man, they do something stupid. Now, we got hosed in that game. That was pass interference. That was a joke that they didn't call that. But I'm going to tell you what, our season came to an end once that young man, the tight end, Darnell Washington, broke his arm. And he just had surgery, so his season's over. And he was our best offensive player as far as I'm concerned. Listen, Aaron Rodgers has not been the problem. He has actually played well. He has been outstanding. Oh, there's going to be, listen, and by the way, I chose Dallas to beat the Giants. The Giants are in free fall mode. They're done. They are absolutely done. 31-20, Dallas in the romp. It could be even worse than that. My day one for real, Mariah Recordings. How are you? Are any coaches getting fired? There's going to be several coaches getting fired in 2026. Let me tell you something. The Turk is going to make his way in a lot of NFL locker rooms. Talking about pack up your ish, you fired. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't be shocked if the Jets coach gets fired, Aaron Glenn. Let me tell you my top 5 coaches that are going to get fired before I get to my NFL pick. You know, sometimes people are so stupid, man. You just, oh my gosh. You know what? There's just no cure for stupid. That's all I can say on that. Listen, I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan, but he's not the problem. And I'm going to go over the guys who are the problem. I tell you what, I'm ready to. DK Metcalf cost the Pittsburgh Steelers a shot at the playoffs. I mean, he clearly did. Dude, there was no need for you to be. Listen. He called you the N-word. I get it. But why would you even dare? That's nowhere near the sideline, bro. Nowhere near it. Yeah, Dallas, that's easy. The Giants aren't any good. Giants are just not a good team. Lamar Jackson should be starting. So Rodgers should get the win. You know what? Just people are so stupid. See, I'm just banning and deleting idiots. I'm not going to go back. I mean, I might go back and forth with a couple of them, but I'm not in the mood for it. Especially when you're talking like that. That's just stupid, man. And again, there's no cure for stupid. Yeah, you make sure to double tap that screen, as you said. You got it. Next up, the Arizona Cardinals. Their season's pretty much over. The Rams, they've been up and down lately. I'm really down on the Rams. I keep hearing about how the Rams are the much better team, this, that, the third. They're just not. I think that all these teams in the NFC are front heavy, but the best roster from top to bottom in the NFC belongs to the Eagles. But they haven't played well. I think if I had to choose, the Rams are playing better than the Eagles, so I would have to go with them. Arizona is going to make this close. Well, no, they've tanked it too, but they're going to show a little bit of a fight because the Rams are going to have their backups in. They'd be fools to play Matt Stafford more than one series. And I'm going Rams 27, Arizona 24 in that one. Yeah, no question it's the Rams. Come on now. Next up is a game I'm not even going to bother talking about. The Chiefs and the Raiders. Who cares? Both teams are going nowhere. The Raiders do have a shot at the number 1 pick. And if I'm not mistaken, right now they own it. Boy, oh boy. I remember when the people used to be scared to play the Raiders. The Raiders scare absolutely no one now. The Raiders have become the joke of the NFL. They really have. And they're going to be a bigger joke after this game because I love the Chiefs here 27-20 over the Raiders. Next up, the Washington Commanders take on the aforementioned Philadelphia Eagles in Lincoln Financial. I'm pretty sure that the Eagles are going to rest a lot of their players. There was a Johns Johnson sighting. I am not a fan of either one of these teams. The Eagles have not played very well. They've eked out a couple of wins. Purple patty. That peppermint patty. It's peppermint patty. Listen. I don't care. The Raiders aren't any good. Come on. They're going to start Kenny Pickett. Did you see how bad he was with the Steelers? By the way, I love Washington in an upset over a mild upset because the Eagles are going to rest their guys. They're not worried about seeding or anything like that. They're worried about being healthy and playing their best football because they want to defend their Super Bowl championship. And they're going to get a home game, so they don't care. Yeah, I picked Washington. I picked Washington because the Redskins are going to play guys that are thirsty to keep their job, where the Eagles are going to play guys who they're just backups and they're just going to try and save everything for the playoffs. Oh, my goodness. Do I see who I think I've seen? Is that my sis, S. Hutchinson? My goodness. The trendsetter herself. And Happy New Year to you. And how are you? It is always a pleasure to see you. Oh, you said purple because of the injury. Oh, yeah, Peppermint Patty. I'm so sick of him. But I didn't want that to happen to him, and I hope he has a speedy recovery. I don't know if he'll be ready for the start of the season. That's how bad, how gruesome that injury was. Next up is probably, and I'm sure that they're going to rest their players too. Listen, I say that at least twice a week. I hate that Commanders crap, but I understand that the Redskins. Oh my gosh! When I think of the Redskins, I always think of Big John Riggins and the Hogs, that offensive line. Art Monk, of course. I also think of Joe Theismann with the oh my goodness, that Monday night game with the broken leg. Oh, you're rooting for the Chargers to clash against the Texans for a rematch? I tell you what, I don't think they want to see them in the playoffs. You meant to do it. You know you meant to spell her name wrong. Oh, man. Oh, it's good to see love in the room. Good to see all the love in the room. Oh, you know you meant to do it. Stop it. But I just have to be a little bit messy. This is one of the easier games. Because let's face it, Miami definitely has nothing to play for. And there's a coach that's going to walk. You talk about coaches getting fired. that Miami coach is gone. Mike McDonald, I'm surprised he lasted this long. He stinks. He had the little 3-game winning streak. Hey, that coach ain't no damn good. He stinks. Mike McDonald, he's a bum. And the Deadskins, yeah, I remember that. Yep, all about positivity in 2026. I got rid of the negative energy of 2025. Namaste. Yeah, that guy stinks. He's gone. The Atlanta coach is going to be gone. There's going to be a few of them. In fact, I'm going to go over the top 5. I'm going to go over the top 5. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do an upload on that because there's also his teammate is getting charges too. I will do an upload on that. Probably in another 20 minutes. Because there's been a lot going on with Stefan. No question about it. Oh my gosh, my God, today. And y'all get me sidetracked. Yeah, you didn't know that he has a there's a teammate of his, Christian Barmore is his name. He's facing charges. It has nothing to do with Stefan Diggs, though. Nothing to do with that. Oh, you're playing basketball? Oh man, oh, okay. Man, I would pay to see that. I'm just saying. But let me pick the score here. Focus. Patriots 34, Miami 17. There's no way I'm picking Brock Hewers over Drake May. It's not gonna happen. Come on. Oh, you said the loser from the Steelers and Ravens coach will probably be gone. I would be honest. I think after the season, I think Mike Tomlin is gone either way. I really do. Yeah, New England. Yeah, we've agreed too much. I'm not feeling that. Oh, speaking of which, oh, you know what? Shells. Oh yeah, your cold is what, about 70? Come on. You, try 10 degrees in New York. Yeah. Yo, Papoose is playing in them girls' faces, man. See, oh, did you see how he said, oh, I got my best friend. Baby. You don't need to tell me I live in it. I live in the heart of the city. It's 10 degrees out there. It's it's 24, but the wind chill makes it feel like it's 10 degrees, and it feels every bit of 10 degrees. Oh my goodness. Oh no, that's bad. It's raw, 56 and raining. Yeah, it does hit different, no question. I'll give you a break. I'll give you a break today. Yep, you gotta give him what he wants. Oh, we had a dusting here in New York too. We had a huge dusting. See, you're making me sidetrack. I'm blaming you. You, yeah, you love snow because you don't have to shovel it. That's why my back is messed up as it is. Well, that's not why, but that's another story. Oh, not another cooking challenge. Oh, that's right. The year is over. I can't hear any more about that. Oh gosh. See, there you guys go again. And worse, yup, I have to do this NFL pick about these sorry ass Chicago Bears. I'm sick of them. I'm so happy they lost last week. I figure I'm going down. I'm doing the Nino Brown. My team's going down. I'm taking your team with me. What are you trying to say? Oh man, y'all is the best. Had the Bears take on the Detroit Lions. The Lions have, you know what? And I know they're not going to fire him. If you look at the Detroit Lions, that Detroit Lion coach could get fired. He really should get fired. For them not to make the playoffs with all the talent that they have on offense, I know they had a lot of injuries, but they still had their best defensive player, and they didn't make the playoffs. Man, please, he should walk the plank. But I'm just saying. Oh my goodness, a 3 a.m. emergency alert? Oh, thank God it wasn't an Amber Alert. I hate those. Oh, you were up here? Oh yeah, it's freezing, man. Why would you're picking the Lions over the Bears in Chicago? Really? You okay about you see, this is why I do the NFL picks and you don't. How can you pick the Lions? The Lions play indoors. They're gonna be out in Soldier Field in Chicago, that wind blowing. It's probably gonna be 15 degrees. There's no way I'm picking Detroit to win that game. I love the Bears 31-28 over the Lions here. Love them. Even Mr. Carruthers, who lives to go against me, is like, oh no. What do you mean I just want to argue? That's the fact. That's nothing but the fact. Oh my good. Papoose called. I know Clarissa. I'm surprised Clarissa Shields did not knock him out. Excuse me, Papoose. Awful. Talk about my best friend. But you see what he did? He made sure to spend Christmas with his wife, though. Well, it hasn't been lately. It has not been lately. I'm just saying. Next up, those alarms, I tell you. Next up is the battle for the AFC West. What do you mean, shade? I'm telling. Is the truth hurts? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Well, suck it up, Buttercup. Just saying. Every time there's a big spot, Justin Herbert wets the bed. Every single time. And now he's going to Denver where Bo Nix has played so much better. It's been a while now, Bella's World. It's been a couple of years now. It's been a while. And you have to admit that I've gotten the best of it, especially in the playoffs. That's when I do my best work. When the money's on the table, I do very, very well in the playoffs. That's something that Justin Herbert can't say. He stinks in a big spot. Just saying. Gosh. And he's going to fail again. He's not. You expect him to win in Mile High? I don't. And I can't stand Sean Payton. I can't stand that team. But I have to go with the Denver Broncos here, and they're going to lock up the number 1 seed in the AFC. Denver 23, Chargers 20. That Jets coach, that's another coach that could go. I know it was his first season. It's going to be his last season. He's going to be out of there just like that mayor, Eric Adams, is out of there in New York. Aaron Glenn is going to be a one-and-done coach. He is dreadful. Now, part of that is the personnel that he has because, let's face it, he's got no core. Justin Fields, I'm done with him. That's why they benched him. Well, he's hurt now, and he's on injured reserve. They're going to keep playing that Brady Cook guy. They have no shot of winning against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. The Bills at home, the Jets have already quit. I'm going Bills 27, Jets 14. Why? Denver's at home. Of course I'm picking Denver. You see, again, this is why I make the picks. And you just, you do what you do. Oh, you agree with the Bills, though, right? Oh, please. You see? And now we get to talk about the final game, the Sunday night game, because there is no more Monday nights. The Pittsburgh Steelers are at home taking on our hated rival, the Baltimore Ravens. And oh, gosh. This is where I go into my diatribe about my team. I don't care if the Steelers win this. I don't care if we win or not. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, Mr. Carruthers. And yes, you heard it here. I don't care if the Steelers win this game or not. I'm sick of this team. Sick of them. Hey, just trying to figure it out. And Happy New Year. And Happy New Year's to everybody. I'm claiming it in the name of Jesus. This will be a happy, healthy, prosperous, and wealthy year. $2025 is not even in the rear view anymore. Everybody is saying fire Tomlin. Oh, Mike Tomlin needs to go. No one ever goes after the GM. You're not listening no more? Well, I don't know what to tell you. All I can tell you is the truth. I believe even if the Steelers win, it doesn't matter because we're not going to win the playoff game any damn way. So who cares if we win or not? Most people do their resolution, until the 17th. Well, yeah, they figure they try for 2 weeks. They're motivated, and then they get lazy. It definitely takes a lot of discipline. What do you mean, okay, we had a rough year? We had a terrible year. It's been the same year every freaking year for the last I'm so sick of this team. Okay, we had a rough year. Yeah, no shit. Let me tell you something. I sounded like 5 Archer. Let me tell you something. Now, this year we do have a quarterback, but he's an old quarterback. He's 42. And this is the time of year where Aaron Rodgers tends to choke. Yeah, I don't do resolutions either, Mr. Carruthers. I just. But you won't put it on the quarterback we had last year. Yes, I did. Russell Wilson was terrible. Remember, we couldn't do anything the last month. He was dreadful. Excuse me. We can't say that Aaron Rodgers was dreadful. We can say and see this you're on mute. Oh, like I can hear you anyway. Now, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to invite folks to come up on the panel after I give my rant about the Steelers. Rodgers is I would, I didn't want Aaron Rodgers on the team. I really didn't. But see, I first guessed that this goes back. If you're a Steeler fan, you know what I'm talking about. The guy who gets the most blame, to me, when it comes to why the Steelers stink, or let's just say they're wildly inconsistent, and everybody wants to blame Mike Tomlin because he's been the face of the team for almost 20 years. And I understand that. But the fact of the matter is he did not put this team together. The GM who put the team together is Omar Khan. He's the guy that should walk the plank before Tomlin. And I think Tomlin has had it. He's sick of this garbage. He hears Big Ben, listen, Big Ben was carried the last 3 years by the Steeler organization. He wasn't worth a bag of footballs the last 3 years of his damn career. And he has their Mike Tomlin should coach at Penn State. He's talking about, he needs to coach at Penn State. Well, if Mike Tomlin needed a coach, he's talking about Mike Tomlin needs to coach at Penn State. Listen, Big Ben, you almost went to the state pen, allegedly raping women, and you have the nerve to talk about Mike Tomlin. Why don't you do more being quiet? How about less talking and more shut the fuck up? How about that? Sick of him, too. Big Ben was always good at throwing his teammates and his coaches under the bus. Sick of Big Ben. Was never the leader of that team. Was he a great quarterback in his prime? Yes. Was he ever a leader? He was a leader as far as playing injured. I know you ain't talking to me like that. And he was, he's just, Big Ben was hard to take. Hard to take. Especially the last 5 years. He was, get me started with him. And quiet as his cap, he's part of the reason why Antonio Brown started being the way that he was. Because he threw Antonio Brown under the bus first. Sick of Big Ben. It's always different for them, isn't it, folks? Just saying. Sick of Big Ben. Gosh. He was carried. the first 5 years with the Steelers by that defense. Absolutely carried. When people ask, oh, Big Ben's the best quarterback of all time for the Steelers, that's bull. And I understand that Terry Bradshaw wasn't always great, but he's got 4 Super Bowl rings, and not just that. He called his own plays and he won the damn MVP. Was Big Ben ever the MVP of that team? Absolutely not. I see him throw away championships. I see him do that. No, I have my own. Thank you very much. I'm just, dude, you wasn't saying all that when Tomlin was saying Big Ben's my quarterback and backing you up. Well, that's the thing. The leader is Mike Tomlin, and he has to be. And I get what you're saying. Listen. Is Aaron Rodgers an arrogant bastard? Yes. Does he give us our best chance to win? Yes. Is he better than Russell Wilson? Yes. Did you see how bad Russell Wilson was? Russell Wilson can't play on the fucking Giants. How bad are the Giants? The Giants are about to get the number 3 pick in the draft. You want Russell Wilson back? You want him? Oh, you want Justin Fields? How'd that look? How'd Justin Fields look on the Jets? See why Chicago got rid of him. What we had a chance to win with Rodgers, we have a better chance of winning a playoff game with Aaron Rodgers than we did with the last 3 quarterbacks, and that includes Ben. Because once Big Ben's arm got messed up, that was it for him. And then he couldn't move anymore. He got fat. You want a do-over? How about standing your conviction? You want a do-over? Again, leave the picks to me, all right? Nah, you know I don't mind. I always like that. Oh. You know, instead of blaming Mike Tomlin and trying to ship him off to Penn State, how about we fire Omar Khan? And I tell you what, let's make Mike Tomlin the GM and the coach. Of course, you're supposed to speak your mind. I will never tell anybody how to feel and how to say it. Grown-ass woman. I'm not doing that. Jeez. I mean, that's part of our MO. You know that. That's why you're my wonderful adversary. And I tell you what, if TJ Watt gets another offside, you know what? That was a terrible injury, of course, with punctured lung. And I tell you what, we don't even have good doctors anymore. What has happened to this organization? What are Rudy's doing with this money? I'm just saying. And there's a chance that TJ Watt could play this Sunday night, by the way. And I wouldn't mind him getting a couple of snaps in. But he goes offsides every freaking game. I'm sick of him. Now, is he the reason that the Steelers are in a bad predicament right now? It is ironic that the Steelers are playing their best defensive football without TJ Watt over this stretch. What's that telling you? So he's got to take some of the blame too, since he got most of the money. So far we have Omar Khan, TJ Watt, DK Metcalf takes about 50% of this blame. I don't care what's being said. You cannot do that. And why would you go near that anyway? Stupid. We were already thin at the wide receiver position. Lynn Swan and John Storer for not coming through that door. Antonio Brown, well, I guess for Antonio Brown is 23 and a wake up. Just saying. Allegedly. Now, the one thing that does help us in this game is Lamar Jackson could play. Why do I say that, ladies and gentlemen? Because he's dreadful against the Steelers. The problem is we can't stop the run, and Derrick Henry had his best game all year last week. And we saw what happened in the playoffs. Derrick Henry's still running rough shot over us. And by the way, that coach could be fired too. The defensive coordinator for the Steelers, Terrell Austin, could walk the plank. And Mike Tomlin will resign before he gets fired. I think the Steelers... See, Mike Tomlin is like a good deodorant. He covers up everything. And he's not afraid to take the heat. But I do realize that he's getting tired of it too. I can see Mike Tomlin going to ESPN or going to NBC during the Sunday night game. I'd rather hear him than Chris Collinsworth, I tell you that. I don't want to hear that damn Bengal anymore. I'm sick of him. The Steelers used to play this type of game, but now they suck. Isn't it time for him to go? Jeez. Oh, I'm sick of Chris Collinsworth. Oh, you know I'm telling the truth. I actually think the Rooneys don't want him to leave, but I think he's tired of these so-called fake Pittsburgh Steelers fans. I didn't hear them crying over Bill Cowher when he had 2 losing seasons back-to-back and losing championship games left and right. I didn't hear any of that garbage then. If you're a fan, you're a fan. And I was not a huge Cowher fan, but he was the coach of my team, so I rolled with it. That being said, and you guys know I'm a huge Steeler fan, but I am objective first. Y'all know that. And maybe this is motivation. I'll pick against the Steelers. They'll play good and they win. Because I sure as hell am picking against them now. Ravens 27, Steelers 23. And I know Bella's going to pick the Steelers. And listen, I'm going to root for the Steelers. I sure as hell ain't picking them. Of course you got to go. Listen, I'm going with the Steelers too. I'm just not putting any money on them. If anything, I'll have to go 50-50. If I have 1,000, I'm putting 500 on the Ravens and 500 on the Steelers. I'm hedging my bets. I'm just saying, and you'd have did the same thing too, so I don't want to hear it. Shoot. I'm not putting it all on the Steelers, then I end up on the couch somewhere. So about I gambled away the mortgage. Nah, not me. And those are my NFL picks. My NFL picks for Week 18, the final week in the National Football League. I'd like to thank Bella's World, Mr. Carruthers, Mariah Recordings, just trying to figure it out. The trendsetter, my sis S. Hutchinson. Well, that's different. And of course, Mia Moore, the wonderful Misunderstood. Uncle Claude signing out. Take care. Stay safe. I will be back in about an hour or so. I will do another live, but that will be something different. Take care. Stay safe. And God bless. Talk to you later, everybody.